All right. So it's your boy Gerard. We got Ace in the building. We got Ox, aka 236, and Absent in the building. We just watching some fucking videos of Ace clapping some people at his tournament, and we just gonna be talking about random shit, man. I mean, nothing serious. It's just a test video, and we just gonna see what happens, man.
Numbers, but yo,
we about to go anime balls deep, my niggas.
Anime balls deep. You mean Dragon Balls deep?
Or you can pay $5, get in.
Hey.
We just play games all night. You know
Puns all
let's get
all
on to
day.
it. Full screen. Boom.
Yo, life is good, my brothers.
He got the names backwards though.
Yeah, they
All right,
kind of.
Yeah, he fixed it after.
But for sure, like I looked at his team and I was for sure thinking fuzzies. But
What?
I was also trying to get the first hit because I didn't.
Yeah,
want
he's running triple fuzzy. Are you
Oh,
serious?
you can even fuzzy
Yeah,
Jiren
three
too,
big
huh?
bodies.
Yeah. But here's my
That's
thing. I wanted to get the first hit and put him in the corner before he put me
There you go.
because I was not trying to get fucking Piccolo loops.
Piccolo,
Like,
yeah.
because that'll for sure fucking open me up.
So once you're in the corner, now it's just kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's when because I instantly thought he was about to loot me, but instead he grabbed me. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know why he did it.
Oof. He got a little happy with the happy feet right there.
Age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
Yeah, way too many insta air dashes.
Why?
Stay your
I
ass.
don't know
in
why
the
he
corner.
didn't. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't continue the combo before either.
And why didn't you just go into extra mediums?
What's the problem for his team?
It should be a dead character right now.
Yeah, I'm building up bar.
Well, nah.
Oh yeah, that's a dead Piccolo.
So as soon as I took out Piccolo, I felt more comfortable. But the first thing with Jiren, he cannot play any full screen.
Jiren's trash.
Jiren can't do nothing. He need milk, man.
I mean, it's easy
Need
to
help.
say Jiren.
I see you're enjoying that super dash Yamcha.
Oh yeah.
Okay, nice command grab there.
I was definitely looking for the command grab all the time, and y'all saw it too. I got him every
Oh,
time.
what happened there?
That's
I
a
mistimed the meaty and I didn't block.
Rip Bardock.
I'm
Jesus.
just saying.
So if anybody doesn't know, the LK setup, if you whiff light flip in the air, JL, and then do the quarter circle forward medium slash, that shit hits meaty and you're hella plus.
And apparently you get blown up.
Yeah. Because whatever has frame one startup on anything, it beats out the meaty. So.
Oof.
Oh. You need to be
Yo, look at the damage. You know that's going all the way down.
Sparking, that's too bad.
I had to scoop the mans.
Oof.
Nice tech.
Yeah, good D right there though. Oh, never mind.
So in my head, I didn't want to switch out Trunks at all because he had low health, and I'm not gonna put Yamcha at risk if I were to bring him in and he gets fucked up too.
Nice.
So I just keep up with it, and that's another meeting. He reflected it.
So right now, do you feel more comfortable now that you know that Piccolo's gone, and now like what's the game plan with 16?
Yeah, with 16, his full screen game, he only has the 2 rocket punches, and I was looking for those, but I got scooped.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah,
now this was hard. This was hard because Yamcha also, he's kind of like 16 where you have to get kind of close to play the game. And I was trying to think of a way to mix him without being obvious, because obviously EX flip or EX, what is it, Wolf Fang Fist?
Yeah.
So I was trying to be like gimmicky, but more like fuck up his head. But I had to take a little breather, and we just went right back in.
Nice. So now the next round starts. So the first starter. What you were saying before, your goal right here was just to get him to the corner immediately.
Exactly. That's why I ended up doing the D-Gen starter.
That's so D-Gen, please.
Yeah. It's always like the first time I respect, like a nice person, and then the second time I'll probably do it.
Man, you really...
I mean, you're playing Bardock, why not? What they gonna do? They gotta hold that. Round starter Lariat. Look at this shit. Snuffing him.
Yep. Because I'm reaching him from like half the screen, you know what I'm saying?
The neutral's insane.
So now what, you gonna snap?
Fuzzy?
Oh, no?
I wanted to take out Jiren.
Yeah, I guess you didn't have your assist up either.
Nah, I didn't have anything else to offer, because if he were to block, nothing else.
Ooh, wake up, man.
Now that I didn't think he was gonna do, so I just straight up got hit.
It's probably because you kept 2-3-6Ling him and assisting him.
Yeah.
He was just, I think he knew, like, I cannot be in this position. I need to tap a button and see what happens.
Yeah. So this is when I lost Bardock.
Yeah. Who does he call in though?
I think he called it, yeah, June.
The balls on this man, though, to choose 3 characters that could be fuzzy.
It's because I was asking people around, and I was like, so does anybody like know that he's playing 2 big characters? Shout out to Change the Future, by the way. That shit just blown up his 2S.
It really did.
That shit has like full invo.
Good challenge.
He goes again for the command grab.
But I asked a lot of people, and I was like, does anybody fuzzy him? He's doing like 3 big bodies, and they're like, nobody does that. Like to him, for him to even like reconsider his team.
So he
and I was like,
he's
wow.
safe.
Yeah, and to be honest, like
JRK would do it with Vegito.
Yeah, but here's the thing: JRK doesn't like fully play Vegito. Like he just plays a vanilla Vegito.
Yeah, it's true.
Like everybody that I've played against out there, like I'm not gonna say they're vanilla people, like vanilla type players, but it's like they're definitely not fully utilizing, the tools in the game and like the tools that their characters have to offer.
Yeah, James is like the only one who really does that with.
What's your mix here?
I think I go for the meaty most likely, but would like to stay plus. Yeah, there you go. And I do.
You get respect.
So many people always challenge that, and they don't know that that's meaty. So you can't press a button if they wake up with that. What do you call that move?
Because nobody plays Trunks.
Yeah, it's changed the feature. So if I hit you with change the feature on wake up, the late active frames of change the feature means it hits even more harder than it usually does. So I'm basically +5 after that.
What are my options on defense?
You can reflect, but then I'm +11.
Okay,
so you might as well just block.
You're better blocking than anything.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oof.
Or Spark.
Scoop.
There we go. That's
Spark after that.
Well, he don't got enough bar to finish this.
Oh, bro, what are you doing? You playing with
Alright, so
even if he sparked, I don't think he would have been able to finish that.
You definitely should have sparked though.
Yeah, he should have sparked though.
Yeah, think about it. 16 when you have a character that doesn't have a lot of range, but you have to get into his grab range. So he knows if you're going high or low, you can go for it.
See, I started with a different Larry at that time.
Wow, what a variety.
It's not my fault they didn't give him more stuff. Okay.
Yo, he's waking up with those buttons though.
Challenge.
Yeah. This man is panicking, or he just doesn't give a fuck.
Side switch.
You try to go for the side switch. Right?
Go for the reliable one.
I tried.
It's only a little bit more damage. It makes no difference.
But it's so optimal.
Yeah, it's.
And these are your first matches, right? In this tournament. All right, so you're still kind of warming up.
Yansha points. Nice.
So do you go against JRK like beforehand, or you just meet him in bracket?
I played the first of 5 with him and beat him casual before we really got started.
Would you wake up?
No, I was just gonna wake up and dash forward, but he ended up just not jumping, so my micro dash got fucking
level 3.
This man is optimal in gym.
Yeah, no, he's really good.
Real quick.
Man, he tried to finish you with that special.
He tried to bait it.
I think I brought in Piccolo.
Oh no, fuzzy time. Oof, he knew.
Oh, he didn't let me, but I was quick with it.
He knew though.
Most of the time, I usually when I spark or like when people spark on me, I down tech 5S instantly because it has the most. It's the fastest thing that I can do, and I'm also able to convert off it pretty well. So.
And the good thing is you kind of made him waste his spark on his first character, so it kind of gets rid of that comeback factor.
It's pretty even now.
Yeah. Right, there goes them 2 fireballs he was talking about.
Delay tech.
See that time I've had it, but I missed my 2. Sure.
This is good.
He's doing a good job with really trying to stay out that corner. Yeah. It's like he knows.
This is what happened because I meant to delay tech there because I didn't want, but he ended up waking up all the way.
I don't think that was real, right? You could just delay tech reflect.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but that's why I got hit out.
Right.
See, this is why round start change the future is actually a bad thing to do, because there's a lot of normal things that can beat that because I have a considerable amount of startup.
I should have done 5M there.
That's
The
a tiger knee.
blockable, the
Nice.
blockable, unblockable.
Counter. Was that life flip?
Yeah, it was light flip. I
Okay.
never do a medium or EX off of jumping.
Yeah, he definitely has a unique team, though. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to run these three together.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually they run Piccolo with a beam or something.
Right.
Bardock.
I'm
16 you
surprised
can really
more
run with
people don't play
Nice.
Piccolo. Ooh, good.
I think what a lot of people don't realize I'm doing, in that setup that I just did, I did a jump in after vanish, and I did light medium, and then I buffered a dash. Now the dash is like super ambiguous because it looks like I might go for a grab, or I'm going for like what light or some shit like that. But instead, it makes it look like it has more potential to be like either a cross up or like a grab, or just even more just more pressure. Yeah.
Someone's reflecting.
Yeah, I'm reflecting a lot. That was my bad. Like there's nothing I can really say about
It's like
that.
Yamcha's such a good assist, man, but I can't play that character, man.
Like I think you guys are gonna see the vanish buffer dash. Nah, I was just trying to keep my distance. Yeah, the
Nice
corner.
movement.
Nice. Yeah.
Here you go.
He's stuck on the
Boom, boom.
ground.
Oof.
There you go. See,
That's
that's
a
how I
counter
thought
hit
it was gonna be
setup.
the grab.
Is that why you dash forward, then press light?
Exactly. Yeah, because it looks like a grab, so they're ready to tech. So then you just blow them up with light or something.
Gotcha. So that was your first match?
That was my first match on stream, first match for the whole tournament.
It's kind of
To
quick
get
work
started.
there.
It was definitely had my heart pumping for a little bit because it was weird playing those three characters all at once, and it was definitely different.
Well, let's see if we can find your other match here. So since you've been going to this, since you've been going to this tournament, how you been liking it?
I like it a lot, honestly, because it's like there's different players there. Like it's not just like them running like top tiers and stuff like that. Like
How many times have you been?
I've been only like 2 times so far.
Nice.
But other than that,
And the first time you went there, what you got? What top 3 or 4?
yeah, I was 4th place.
It's not bad for your first
I
time.
almost made top 3.
Yeah, because
So-
you played against JRK twice.
Yeah,
You played him in the beginning and then at loser semi.
yeah. The problem was I wasn't as comfortable, and my movement was like trash the first time I was there.
And you would run Yamcha without like really knowing too much, like much more about him. You
Yeah,
got more used to Yamcha than
Ashura. And what
Because
team does this man have? He has GT Goku and who?
GT Goku, Adult Gohan, and Trunks.
So what's going through your mind right here when the round starts? Like, what are you thinking? Like, what's your strat or whatever?
Just stay away from GT Goku. Like literally, you see it. You literally see it in my play. Like,
This little
stay away
busted
from
bastard here. Just stay away.
Okay, this guy's pretty wild. He's throwing out a lot of shit.
Yeah, for real.
And prior to this match, we already played like 30 matches in casual.
Okay.
So I was already familiar, but it was just like he was telling me that like sometimes he just keeps going and going and going and doesn't know when to stop.
I can see that. He's just
Yeah,
like
he hasn't
fucking
stopped you.
moving.
But it's like I respect him because he does also like
Okay,
he
challenge.
does know exactly what he's doing, but it's just like he gets punished because he just keeps going.
I play people like that. Those are people you gotta like. You have to
2M
train them.
starter. Oof. Okay,
Yeah.
he drops.
Like they won't stop until you stop them.
Yeah, they're not gonna stop until you give them a reason to. You just meet them in the bunch.
But as soon as you get them to stop, that's when you win.
I messed up because I wasn't supposed to air dash in the air, but it gave me air dash to like rip.
That's when you have to play a character
Jesus
like a
Christ.
Get ID back.
Light.
Yeah, it was catching me a lot.
He getting you with the online special right now, though.
Yeah, but I think I started taking the momentum back after this right here. I want to say I level 3. I think yeah,
Yeah,
because
slow it
I was
down.
trying to give the momentum back in my favor.
Yeah, you better make this meaty because he's waking up button.
I
Nice.
just
Did he try to reflect right there, I think?
No, I think he just held that. He also told me he was really bad at teching Dragon Ashes, so
So I wouldn't tell you that.
with,
I'd be like, grab City.
with how fast he mashes, I think he'd break out of him
Nice
really good.
challenge.
Yeah, he
He
tried to
just start
he
pressing
tried to
buttons.
cover his tag with a DP assist.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tag in that little monster and kill him? Boy,
Okay, spinner.
I tried to delay my light right there to convert, but he was too high.
Keeping him in the corner. Oof, don't press
Oof.
buttons.
That character. Nice loop.
Oof, okay. We don't need spark for loops.
But I gotta optimize because I need that bar.
Ace. Yo, stop.
What's the name of buttocks with spin?
He's in the corner like, help!
That's rude.
The
Help!
spinner?
That is rude.
Yeah, I never knew what the name of that was.
I call it
I have
Spinner
no
Rudy.
idea. The Texas Tornado.
We're just gonna make names every time we say it. It has to be something different.
Back.
My trademark is that double backdash because it gets me free of everything. That's why I always need my movement like
And the
top.
side switch.
Hey, do it.
I tried to convert off the Bardock assist, but it didn't work out so well.
No, he not. It's cool. You dropped it.
So this isn't even you styling. This is just how you play.
Yeah, this is just how I like
This is just how it goes.
Guard cancel.
It's like the commentators, they were talking about like how I was styling, but it was like this is just something I normally do. Like the shit that I was doing, like fighting this guy, it was nothing like styling, like nothing extra. It's just I usually optimize and I usually like do all that extra stuff because it's like I get the most out of my hits. Like I make the most out of them.
Yeah, styling for you is like the 9,000 flips you get. With this.
Double counter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I tried to find
definitely
less,
looks
man.
fancy, but it also like kind of mentally fucks you up in the head when you're getting caught by it too.
Yeah, I think I
How come
started.
you don't really ever, you don't do the, when you hit him on a 5H, you never do it EX with that.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Super dash.
Empty
I
vanish.
hit him
That
with
was
the
actually
5
smart. You do the empty vanish, then you dash over and you call the assist to kind of mix
Using
them up 2
Yancha
times.
in that kind of neutral situation is really good. Jumping
Yeah.
over your opponent and just calling
Yeah.
Yancha.
If you think about it, that's like 3 things you gotta think about: the left or the right, or then all of a sudden Yamcha.
But I don't usually use the EX flip into Yamcha unless I'm close to the corner or like at least a little bit past mid screen because that is actually like flashy for me. But like it's also good corner carry.
Oh, the drop. That's tough.
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
So I think I actually switch him out and get Trunks in.
Kill the support.
Oh, Gohan.
Gohan's problem.
I think I wanted to take him out because after Gohan would die, because he literally, it was just his 5L that was just hitting me, and I was like, I'm
His
great.
low.
Smart. So you pop in the character that's giving you the most issues, so that way you can kind of put them in the worst situation and just finish them up.
Yeah. So he got hit by the
Just took the
knee.
Just took the hit.
That's smart because most people just snap in just to snap in, but there's actually a goal here.
Yeah. No, I always go, like, every time I snap, there's always a reason.
Cause he got Gohan out there immediately too.
Meaty.
Oof, nice bait.
Boom. There you go.
And now Gohan coming in with half health, a little more than half.
Yeah.
You earned the high five from me, bro.
So Gohan really doesn't have neutral, so if I just kept staying out of his range and changed the feature a couple times, I think I'll make my way in there.
Oof.
Oh, but I got the flip to
That
punish
was
the beat.
actually really good.
I
So
meant to
right here,
change-
the goal is when you're playing against Gohan, stay away from him, and then try to
Yeah.
find an opening.
Gohan's neutral is more assist dependent than himself.
Yeah.
Double reflect.
That's why I never understood why people play Gohan on Anchor. He doesn't have like a good,
Who plays
I
the
don't
maker?
think-
What the hell?
Mato does.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
He plays Kid Buu, Yamcha, Adult Gohan. Then
Maybe
there's
it's just
another
a
Japanese
super
player that
order.
does it.
I don't know.
I just don't understand why
Oh,
they
shit,
do
Yamcha
that.
went. Yamcha ran the whole track. God damn.
Nice.
So at this point, he's just cracking.
Yeah, he was just trying to get himself in, and I just wasn't letting him.
Yeah,
So
he
like
hung
that
himself.
just it just fell apart, and then it just started building back up for me. So I brought Chunks back in because he has better
Yeah,
neutral
there
than
you go.
Gohan.
You finally got the 2H. Let's
Yo,
do it.
get this Pepto Bismol Gohan out of here, bro. Pack it up. I
Gang
was free.
sign 2-0 over Oscar. Hey, but shout out to Oscar though because he told me that he usually doesn't make it past his first match in tournament, but he
Oh,
made it
shredded.
past. He made it past two of his opponents. I think.
That's what's up.
Well, that's
I
what's
did
up. So
too.
that's a level up.
Yeah, so the level up was real for him, and I was really proud.
So that's
Even though
good. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't be a little bitch and give up. Like, keep
Yeah.
playing, get better. That's what we doing. That's why we talking about these videos. Especially if you a Trunks player and you trying to learn how to Trunks like this, you gotta learn all that shit. But you can't learn it if you give up. So don't be a little bitch.
It's always
going to
good.
the tournament because I know Gates is going to be there, and I can't get past Gates.
Mm.
I'm just trying to beat him in the tournament. I'll be good.
I think it's
If I can
always
get
good.
past Gates, I'll be good.
Yeah. I think it's always good to know the strengths and weaknesses of your team and your characters.
Yeah.
Because if you know what exactly is a good counter to your character, then you know how to work around it, or you know what to do to improve what you need to improve on.
Make your weaknesses your greatest strengths.
Exactly.
That's facts. Cause I had to do that with Brawly. There was a moment when I had to realize at a certain level for me right now, I don't think I was able to bring Brawly into that world. Because everybody and their mom was like, yo, Fuzzy City. And I wasn't trying to visit that town. So
that's why, like, I know if I know somebody's going to fuzzy me a lot, I switch over to, right now I've been playing Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan Goku, and base Goku. For, like, the anti-fuzzy team, so I don't get fuzzied. That's what I'm playing on the side.
Yeah, because Broly is like, he's like in my opinion, like he's like a glass cannon. Like if he's on the offense, that's scary. But if he's on the defense,
that's even worse.
That's worse for him. So it's like I've realized that a lot of people did crack under pressure when you're getting rushed down by a Broly. But whenever you snap him in, he's just so fucking big, man. He has to eat all of that. So is this finals?
This is winners finals. So it was me versus the Fabled kid. He beat me last time at the last tournament. Twice, especially when I came all the way back 2-0 in every match through the losers just to make it back to him. And he beat me in both sets 2-1. And I made this team to specifically be more oppressive towards him. But I later found out that I couldn't get through his neutral with this team because I had to get slightly closer. Like I had to at least be half screen close to start my offense and being like aggressive and shit. But he had more neutral tools, and the 18 assists really got me because I know exactly when to take my turn. And when I tried to take my turn, that's when he would call 18 assists. Or
That's
when
actually smart because I realized he called 18 right away because playing Bardock, people normally like the lariat.
Vegito has some of the most annoying neutral to play against.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, especially with 18 covering them, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, as you guys saw, I was like going like super aggressive.
Low crush. Yep. Gotcha.
So right now, what's going on through your head?
In my head, I'm thinking Trunks is at almost half health and level 3. I'm probably gonna spark.
Yeah, he has a spark, honestly.
Like waited for the grab. Yeah, a spark.
That's smart because he could have baited you, so you waited a little bit, block a little.
Yeah, I remember after you did that, the commentators were like, "That was the ugliest combo I've ever seen in my life."
Yeah,
nice.
I still had a little bit of spark left, so I canceled into air dash. Bardock assist 3 flips, and that's a dead Vegito.
Damn, just like that.
I think the best way to use Spark is definitely um, when you know you feel like you can get that kill of the character,
Mm-hmm.
like Spark.
Point
Definitely.
characters are very important. Having one more assist is so much of an advantage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because like the early meta of the game is, well, we're just gonna hold on to Spark until my last character. But now we're at a point where level 3
You just
Spark
gotta
with
keep
one
it to it.
person isn't really, nobody's getting caught by that much anymore.
Yeah.
So you
You
rather
want to
have a
maintain
full
your
team.
offense. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better to keep the full team going than
Have
So
one. Yeah.
it was a
That's so
bad
true.
part on my Bardock. I'm trying to keep him alive. Instead of air dashing out of the corner, I did double jump. Like I feel like if you always have your air dash left, like air dash out of the corner, because then you're not susceptible to.
Oh, reflect happy right here, huh?
Mm.
Because I
Now,
had the orange around me.
Yeah.
now I can't lie. I don't really see too many Beerus players, but his Beerus looks pretty fucking nasty.
Yeah,
isn't he like the well, he's like top 3 in the world.
Yeah, it's kind of
He's
ridiculous.
super good.
he empty jumped five
He's
L
like
because
he's
five
like
L's.
the creator of the
So now this team
Oh,
that you're playing right now, was this specifically to counter this team?
this is the team I actually fought last week, but instead I think he was playing like 17,
Uh,
and um, that shit was still getting me because he had the barrier still as well. It was just a shorter time frame.
right. Because that one is a barrier and then they shoot, right?
Yeah. So in my head, after I lost this first match, I was like, okay, it wasn't that bad, but it was like I had to use my spark early, and plus it's a little bit harder for me to get in. Um, I have no idea why I grabbed. I think it was
he
just
thought
a
he was
misinput. But yeah, see the neutral tools that Vegito had full screen and like mine only goes half screen.
Mm-hmm.
So what do
Um,
you? Can I ask you a question?
Auto
Like,
combo.
what do you guys think? Because I know for me, I'm free to Vegito. Like when it comes to like mid screen, what do you think? Like, what is your goal when it says round 1 start and then now you're in neutral? Like, what are you looking for when you're playing
I
against
do
Vegito?
not want to hold Vegito's
don't
5L.
Don't want to hold Vegito as well.
5L. His auto
learn
combo is
learn
light.
the staggers.
Yeah.
Pay attention to those staggers because he could stagger you for a
Look
long
look
time
for his
if you
assist.
respect him.
yeah, my thing when I was fighting the
Wake
Vegito,
up 5L.
yeah, when I was fighting the Vegito, the thing that I look for in neutral is when he thinks he's close enough to 5L me, but he whiffs, and then I 2M him. Yeah,
Mm.
especially with Trunks' 2M, because it slides, it's really, really easy to punish them.
Also, it's really good to bait a Vegito to use his 5L because it's very active and it's very punishable.
Yeah.
Free. See, I'm learning. I hope everybody take information from that too, because I don't know about you guys, but Vegito can die for all I care. That character, him and Kid Buu,
Um,
man.
Vegito also has mad startup on his air key blast when he uses that.
Super
Um,
dash.
you could super dash that pretty easily. And
he has a reverse beat with his 2L. So if you try to reflect, if he's gonna 2L, it's not a part of a real string. So you can go like 2M, 5M into 2L, and if you
yeah,
reflect it, you'll still get hit by the 2L because it takes so long to hit that it gets you at the end of the reflect.
Yeah, it also goes over lows. It's a low crush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
and
is
it goes. And if you try to dragon rush it, you can 2L and it beats your dragon rush. It's a free
that's
punish.
interesting. Especially,
so
especially the fireball portion too, because I know I see a lot of Vegetos play their neutral game by throwing those fireballs from full screen and just trying to get in.
Yeah, and if they most of the time if they super dash when they're in spark, they're gonna do that spirit sword. So you just gotta make sure you don't get hit by it because they'll probably go light, heavy spirit sword, and then you get hit by that. It's a free combo.
Yeah, it seems like you're doing a
so
real good job against Vegito on this one.
yeah. This is when it just started getting to the point of the barrier and the P. Um, as you can see, I'm starting to like super dash a lot more because I realize like they're not um they're not really. Every time I get close when I super jump, I just get super dashed. So I'm just like, okay, we're just gonna have to play super neutral then. Like, it's not. I got to realize that it's not super high level against him. So it's like the movement isn't really a factor for him because he just super dashes me or like he just 2Ms me. So I'm just like, I'll just play the same game,
DP.
and I was pretty successful every time I got close. Like he has yet to even 2H me.
Now that you call it out, yeah, he hasn't even
Yeah,
tried.
if your opponent's not punishing something and it's getting you in, just keep doing it until they give you a reason not to.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
I advise all Yamcha players to do that. When you're given a sliding knockdown, always waste the bar if you have more meter to bring him closer, and then you can get an easy safe jump. Because I was trying to bait the DP to see if he was actually gonna, bite on it, but he never did. I think.
More Yanchas should do that. Yeah, I don't see many Yanchas do that.
Yeah, that was stressing me out when you were playing right
Oh,
there.
Oh wow.
That part and that orb when you got hit by it afterwards.
Yeah, I was
Because I
trying
know
not
you
to
saw
respect
it.
it. Yeah, I was trying not to respect it anymore because he kept hitting me with the 2M. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. And this is where I realized that I was trying to mix the neutral heavy team. So I decided to fight the neutral with more neutral. So I instead of picking Yamcha, I switched to Goku.
Because
yes.
Yamcha was more focused on forcing your opponent to block.
Yeah, he couldn't play the full screen game unless you were just spamming his key blast and then just waiting for a 2H.
Beam, assist, hold downs, neutral.
Yeah,
It's
always.
essential. So
Yeah,
that's smart.
I use Burly as my neutral assist. Because it's kind of like a fake beam.
It works
Yeah.
pretty
And then
good
I
too, and
use
it covers a lot of. It's pretty big. Like, you have to like
yeah,
super jump that.
I use base Goku as like kind of like my Yamcha assist because it's a 40 frame block stun. So that gives me a lot of time to do a lot.
Mm.
And then I have Vegeta in the middle just for scramble situations because I know they're going to be moving around a lot. So it's either like super dash 2H or they just got to wait. If you keep moving around too much, you're going to get hit by it. So
Damn,
that's what I'm
so
trying
that
to get him
18
to do.
assists.
Yeah, Barrier definitely ate my Trunks assist around start.
That's why if you can get him in the corner and you can
Grabbed your super dash.
try to fuzzy between Vegito and
Nice.
Nice
Beerus.
punish. That was a really good. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't mean to press
nice reflect.
Nice.
JH.
I thought you were going to spark there just to kill both of them, but you didn't.
Trunks doesn't really have a great sparking happy birthday thing because there's a certain way you have to do it.
Can't you do the
And
change of future?
both his level 3s are cinematics too. They're not beams.
Yeah,
Oof.
but I kept getting him. This is at this point I was like, okay, I'm gonna optimize a little bit right here. Call Bardock, get as much damage in bar as I can, and I tried to call Bardock again, but he didn't come out fast enough.
Yeah, because you
Um,
just called them as an assist. Yeah.
yeah. So Vegeto's full screen game isn't as good as Trunks. Um, so I definitely was liking that matchup.
Nice punish. Dead character.
The only
Damn, so
where,
this
the
is
only
going
like real place
completely
where,
different.
Yeah,
the only place where Vegito beats Trunks in neutral is if you do change the future, you can just do his Banshee throw
yeah.
and it wins.
And
That's
what
pretty much all he has to do.
I started to realize something about his beers. There was a lot of times where after he would super dash or he would like super jump, he would like just float backwards and call orb. And then the setup, like that setup is actually fake. So I just started just super dashing it. And because he can't cancel on the DP because he's still in the orb animation.
So you're paying attention to his habits.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, Beerus really, like you said, you can't really do much about the orb. You can just super dash it free.
Yeah, free. And I call Bardock because his level 3 is the only one that would actually reach out of the two assists that I had. And then I think I dash jumped installed. Yep. And I thought he wasn't gonna respect it, but he's just Or I thought he was gonna respect it, but he didn't.
Yeah, one thing is he really likes to steal turns with 18 and his DP.
Yeah, and I actually like just now watching this, like I realized he likes to like reflect a lot because of the 2M that he has. So it's like a free punish.
Yeah, Beerus 2M goes almost full screen.
Mm. Now I like this matchup, so I wasn't really worried about it. Because if he were to orb, I would just change the future and it would just go away. But he never got the chance because I saw through the grab, and I was
Nice.
able to get on the board. So in my head, I'm feeling more confident. I'm able to sit back and take a breath now because I have another match to play, and I take a minute to press rematch so I can just kind of chill out. And now I'm thinking right because the right round start is medium layered into beam because nobody can really punish that.
What was he saying? Were you paying attention to what your opponent was saying that much?
Um, no, not really. Because in my head I was like, I need to low key focus
Mm-hmm.
because I can't play my game if I'm listening to my opponent make comments and stuff like that. Because it's like I'm halfway in the game and I'm halfway out.
Right.
Yeah, so just focus on the game, right?
Yeah, so I ended up putting like one earphone in my ear, and it was the side that JRK was on, and I just played music.
That's
Nice.
smart because a lot of players
Mhm.
actually. I come from an era where like I actually did play in arcade systems. I mean arcade
Mm,
scene, and I've been to a few tournaments before, and a lot of players do use like their headphones to block out the outside and block out anything, and they just focus on their gameplay.
yeah,
Because I know, like for example, when I used to play in the arcade, I used to always tap a certain button to make
mm,
it sound like I'm mashing, and then I would
yeah,
wake up and just grab it. And then
yeah,
because you would be able to tell if the person is listening to what's going on subconsciously.
exactly.
So when you put your headphones on, you knock out all that unnecessary stuff. So a lot of players do that, and it works.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I usually do when I go to like a local. I try to just listen to music. I mean, if I can, I'll listen to game like to the game audio.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll put the headphones in the thing and listen to the game. But if
Right.
I can't, I'll just have music on.
Oof.
Especially a
yeah.
lot of people
So
play on sticks, so you know when they're mashing, when they're
That's
gonna
one of the
reflect.
ways to punish Super Dash.
That's a
yeah,
great way to
you
Aerial
punish Super
swap the
abilities.
Dash.
bar.
It's the
I
same as
honestly feel like if you have the bar and it's a character you feel like you need to get down, like and get them out, um, like spend it. Because I'll take the setup any day, and it could be a whole two touch situation. Now
Mm-hmm.
that I was gonna bait the DP. He didn't do it, so I automatically knew he was like, okay, he's gonna respect me. But I ended up converting. But then I tried to reset him to get rid of Beers faster, but I mistimed it.
You can
That's
always
actually
punish. You can always punish Super Dash with a normal. Most
right.
characters can punish with jabs.
That's
Yeah,
actually pretty good too, because most people expect somebody to run up and just do medium, light, heavy, but you just kind of stopped yourself and then landed on the floor. And I think that's when he hit like, oh, he didn't do it, but it was too late because you did do it.
yeah,
I
because
think
What
I
that
did you get
was
caught with? Was that
yeah.
a air
I
dash?
made him think it was still his turn, but
Oof.
I instead just pressed light on the floor. Now I think at this point I was like, if he drops this, I'm going to spark for Goku because that's it's a whole lot. But I instead saw the reflect and I took this time to optimize,
There we go.
get my max damage, and I killed with one bar instead of two.
Yo.
You wanted to keep Goku out there?
yeah. Why did you
Yeah,
put
his health was kind of low, and I needed a better chance to get Goku out. So I'm probably gonna level 3 or bring in Trunks after level 1, and I think I DHC'd into him right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. Yep.
So I was able to get him out without spending extra bar, and now he's recovering, and Trunks has enough bar to
Nice.
do
Did
his
you read
thing.
that round start 2M?
Yeah, because
Nice.
he likes starting with that a lot. He
So
didn't
Super
have,
Dash beats round start 2M from Beers.
yeah, but I did a neutral jump into it though.
That makes it
So
safer, less committal. Yeah.
so
No,
this
that
is where the
character.
momentum was heavily like shifted in my favor now. because now in JRK's head, he's like, wow, this dude is actually going 2-0 against me right now. And he was stressing because he was like, I don't know what to do because this is like a complete counter pick for his whole team. And so he decided to put 17 on there. And in my head, I'm thinking 17 is a less buffed 18 assist.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, he's probably going to be playing 17 a lot more than he would play 18 because he's not going to rely on the barrier like that.
Right.
So with this team, he was relying more on the in the corner Vegito jump Spirit Sword into assist call setup. Because then he gets his air dash or whatever. And I find a pretty good solution to how to beat it, even though it's not really beating it, but it's simplifying your options and what to block.
Yeah, because this is a big momentum change because he was up 2-0.
Yeah. So that JH hit pretty deep. I didn't think it was going to convert. So I was trying to back
JH is very good.
Dash.
And he does so much damage.
Vanish.
Yeah, this is started off at H.
Setup. He's gonna do jump up sword.
80 setup. Oh, he's going for that.
Ooh.
Did you take the hit on purpose?
Yeah, I took the hit on purpose. And I knew that once I took the hit, it was going to throw off his timing. And so I just decided to 5L.
So what would happen if you didn't take the hit? That'd put you in a worse situation?
If I didn't take the hit, I was probably going to have to just hold everything he was doing because he would have hit me with JH.
Those the commentators didn't know what you were doing with that when he came down with the sword. They didn't know what it meant. Like they didn't know what it was for, so they thought they would just like disrespecting.
No, yeah.
They thought you were just like disrespecting. It's like it's 2H.
No, like it eats 2H and I'm able to block. So it's
try to reflect the orb, huh?
As you can see, he's getting like super wild with super dashes. So I was like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna do medium lariat in the air because I know he's gonna try to hit me. And then I got the level 3 set up. In my head, I'm thinking I don't want to switch out Bardock yet. His health is super low, and I have no meters, so I'm just gonna stick with it. And I think I opened him up here with the double overhead because he can't DP through that, and I know he relies heavily on the DP.
Nice. Was that set up meaty?
Yeah, very.
236M into Goku assist.
It's a beam. It's straight lockdown.
Nice Rekkas. Don't respect. There's a gap.
That's really bad that there's a gap in between those records.
You used to be able to 2H it, but they patched it to where he's able to complete his stream.
They're gonna have to patch it again.
Isn't his light Rekka like a true string?
I baited the level 3 5H.
I think his light one is a true one. But the medium one is the best one to use.
His light.
Damage.
There's the media again.
You know, there's one thing that you did right there that I do want to point out. You used the EX bar, and you probably didn't use it for this reason, but I realized that when they did the last big patch, if you use a meter to EX a move, it takes away more blue health. So if you're just doing a regular combo and you end it like normal, and they're gonna have a lot of blue health to recover, but if you do like a EX version of whatever you're trying to do, it actually eats away at that blue health and gives them less things to recover with. A lot of people don't use that.
I didn't know that.
It was that in the
I didn't know
distance.
that.
Yeah.
The distance was pretty far.
Yeah.
So what does that mean about like the EX DPs into Spark? Because I know DP gives you all blue health, like all DP combos with blue health now.
Light DP is the best scaling for
But
damage.
does the EX one, does it?
I think
Does
EX
that
scales
eat
pretty well
blue
too.
Yeah.
I think
No, but does it eat the blue health or does it keep it too?
I think all EX does.
I think on EX it'll eat up the blue health. So if you want to end the combo or something, you might want to do that, just like he did with Trunks. When he was in the air, he just kind of used that meter to end that combo there.
Yeah.
And then if you saw after the combo was done, he barely had blue health there, which is great because that'll probably keep people from wanting to tag out. But I think that's something nobody abuses. I don't think anybody, because I mean, even me, I don't even think about that at all.
Shit, even I don't think about that.
Right. And that could change, because then at the point, it's going to be like, what's the point of switching out? This character's going to die.
People reserve their meter usually for guard cancel and level 3s.
Yep. So that's an interesting, interesting thing to think about. So right now, the tournament is still here. You you didn't win it yet, but he's in losers now, right?
Yeah, he's in losers. I'm still in winner's side. And in my head, I'm feeling like really, really good, but I'm still feeling like cautious because I still do know that he can come back from losers, and I can meet him all the way back in losers finals, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. So at this time, I'm watching him and Mr. H play, and I've seen Mr. H just straight up get bodied. So I'm just like, okay, he's gonna come back, and he's like, I'm just gonna have to,
He's gonna be warmed up.
set it in my soul and be like, all right, listen, he's gonna meet you back in losers finals. You're gonna have to play him all over again. And so since he had those matches and I've cooled off, I already knew that he was probably gonna take a couple games off me and probably reset the bracket. So in my head, I was already thinking, okay, just play your game, but like also try to just download off of him being warmed up, like see what he's doing and try to see the things he's trying to force onto me, and figure out the most optimal ways of either getting out of it or staying away from it. So he started using the jump sword setup on me in these matches, and I just started to find the best way was the delay wake up to get out of it, because it made me only think about two different options, because it was like the assist is a 2-hit option or is a 2-hit assist, so he has to wait to do any like grab or anything like that for it to even hit me. So that just made it a lot easier to think about what exactly he's gonna do.
Makes sense. And I see that he went back to 18. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. I guess he realized 17 just wasn't cutting it for him.
So I think it's at this time, like, he realizes he has 18 assists and he doesn't go for the jump sword setup. So that threw me off a little bit because I wasn't looking at his assists yet, and I ended up losing Bardock.
Always pay attention to your opponent's assist.
Yeah.
I really think that he should go back to TN. He used to play TN all the time. TN was one of his best characters. It was always his TN and his Beerus were like his best characters he ever had.
That was
I don't know why he dropped him.
Yeah.
I think your mouse is on the screen, Gerard.
Is it?
He mixed the shit out of me with that one because I didn't think it was about to hit double overhead on the other side.
Block 18.
What I was trying to do though, the first time he did the snap mix, I was trying to dash through it in case he mistimed it, but I ended up getting hit anyways.
Nice challenge.
I didn't mean to spark there because my buttons were actually completely different, and I was like, oh shit! And he actually let me change my buttons back, so it was pretty cool of him to do that. And we were able to get back in it, and I actually still had my
really
spark.
quick too.
Yeah, I actually still had my spark going, so I was like, fuck it, I'm about to just go off.
Take advantage of the situation.
Yeah,
okay.
And I just optimized the shit out of this and killed one more.
You're like, thank you for letting me do that.
I bet he felt real good about that situation.
Shout out to you, JRK, bro.
Nice guy, JRK.
Cool, dude.
Most people will take that W. They'll be like, oh.
Right afterward, he would have been like, you know what? I'll take that dude.
Right.
I like to also point out that like there's a whole different matchup compared to Goku and Beerus than Yamcha. Like you see me like throwing ki blasts everywhere. It's keeping him at bay, and he's not able to start his orb setups on anything yet.
It's keeping him on his toes. So no matter what happens, like he would have to either A, block it, or B, teleport, which would make him get hit, or he would super dash, which he could put himself at risk for 2H.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's smart.
For anybody else, he really just super dashes, but he knows that he knows you're in a 2H. Like he knows you have the reaction for it, and so he doesn't go for it. But like if you look at his other games where he plays with other people,
Nice.
even when he plays against like Vegeta the God, he 2H's. He does it orb setup anyways.
So why do you
His
think he
super
lost
dash
this match
only.
right here?
Honestly, I was thinking like 3 steps ahead, and he well, after he sparked, I pressed 2H and the 2H didn't come out, and then I vanished off of the 2H input. So then I automatically got 2H from Beerus. Yes, because I realized he likes to jump back and press buttons. I got blown up for that because 18 assists. So I was trying to stay safe because I knew I was like freaking free flying in the air, 20 feet up, and I knew like a super dash was probably gonna come.
Here
So I
comes
was
the
gonna
back
vanish.
dash heavy. Oh, it's heavy. Oh,
Oh,
sword.
that's the setup right there. See,
Side switch. Nice.
I'm
Snap.
calling Beerus. Other side. Yeah.
What's that setup right there?
So the setup with Trunks assist, it can actually happen with a couple assists, to be honest. But with Trunks assist specifically, I can choose what side to be on if I call Trunks assist early, and it basically micro dashes me under him or before or in front of him. If I do medium light, it stays in front, and if I do light medium, it goes behind you. And I'm able to punish, or I'm able to basically mix you with the 2M, and I get like full scale damage.
Good pressure.
Yeah.
Bardock is too much, bro.
Try
So
to
you
hit.
think
And I
about
like
switching
and I
out?
like how you use that dash to kind of force them all the way into the corner.
Yeah.
Were
That
you
vanish was
thinking about switching out
questionable.
Bardock, or did you want to keep him out till he died?
No, I was gonna keep out Bardock until he died, because I don't ever like putting both of my characters at risk just because I'm trying to save 10% of health.
Yeah, all of JRK's characters are bleeding.
Yeah. And I think I hit him with the media again. Oh no.
You're almost able to block that.
Yeah. Here's the sucky thing about Trunks' normals. His normals are actually kind of bad, with the exception of like 3 or 4. Like everything else is like very slow recovery. And it's really it's hard for him to punish guard cancel sometimes because he can't recover fully off of his normals. As you see, I missed the light and I realized he was delay teching, so I ended up doing an overhead to catch his wake up. And I think a lot of people should start realizing like it's not good to just mash when when your opponent is on wake up. Like you can't just expect them to wake up the way you want them to,
Yeah, you never know what they're gonna wake up with.
because we all have wake up options. So you have to realize and adjust to his wake up options. See, Goku just beats out 18 in this whole matchup too because he has the full screen beam and E-Blast, but she was able to get in right here. And I did not want to be in the corner against 18 assist at all, so I was already thinking about how I'm about to save this man if he makes it out of this. And I think he ended up dying, so I was like, okay, Trunk Spark.
Yeah, I just sent him an
Oh,
email, man.
and then he ended up surviving, so I was like, I'm
don't
gonna
know if
save
you
Goku.
donated like towards a player
He
or
ended
towards
up
a match, man,
reflecting.
but let me know.
I didn't think I was gonna make it to the corner, and I didn't think I used my freaking double jump already, so I wasn't able to get the loops and be a little bit more
I need
optimal.
to know if it was for a match or
So I ended up losing Goku.
Yes, there's a
And
big
I had,
momentum shift.
yeah, but I had to like slow it down a little bit, and you see it in my play.
Back up S. Nope.
Yeah,
Good move.
and I had to take out Beerus first, but
You can't
That
finish
DP.
that DP.
yeah,
It's all
the
sides.
DP is a huge problem. That shit just hit meaty
Alright,
because I didn't even
we got a friend from Huddle.
I didn't even press anything. Like I just held down back.
Oh, bet, dog. Appreciate it. I could buy me some headsets with that.
And he ended up taking that first ass long ass game.
This Beerus is really good.
We're gonna do like
Yeah.
more of a payout.
And the thing about Beerus players in general, like I can't even be mad at him for playing Beerus because
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split
the
that up
thing with it is like
25.
Beerus,
Give that throughout. We're gonna do a top
you
10
playing
payout.
Beerus, you have to actually rely on the DP
Oh, his
because there's
name is
not a lot
up.
of things that he
He
can
said
really
he's
do to
my bad, bro.
force his offense on you because Beerus is straight set play. Like
So
you have to respect everything Beerus does for him to actually be extremely viable.
yeah, because I did notice that you did
Yeah,
you
you
mentioned
reset
this
the
one
bracket, y'all gotta
like
go again.
early in early matches where you said that Beerus, whenever he does his
Like, my
ball
goodness.
kick in the air, you can kind of just
Well, yeah,
super
this is
dash
the
it. And I
best
did
Beerus in
see
Texas.
that
Like, arguably,
you did
probably
that
the best
in the
Beerus in
last
the
match
country.
actually.
I know there's
So
another man.
would
in
you
New York
recommend just as soon
over at
as
the
you see like
HOC,
him
them
about to
doing
kick that ball,
their thing, you know
just
what I'm saying?
super
But,
dash that?
like, over
Yeah,
here down
well,
south,
I would
like,
definitely
on the
recommend
south side of the
super
country, oh, yeah,
dashing
yeah.
it, but you also
He's
have
the
to
best
tell
Beerus in
like
the south,
if he's
hands down.
actually doing just the ball and the
You
kick,
got him?
or if he's just doing the ball
Oh,
like just
okay, then he the
summoning
best
it and
Beerus
just
in the
dropping
country
it,
then.
you know?
Right,
Oh,
right.
okay, bet. I'm
Because
just
then
saying
it's
because
like
that
you
shit that
can
he
punish
did
it,
and
but then
posted
he
on Twitter,
can like
that shit
most
that he did
times
and
he could
posted on
probably
Twitter, that
block
shit
the
was
super dash.
that was
So
amazing.
you have to think
Yeah,
considering the fact that if he
bet.
blocks it, then you have to think the next
Yeah,
step ahead. Like,
like
okay, you're this high. What exactly are you gonna do? You're gonna back off and then go back to neutral, or you're gonna just like hit buttons and try to bring him all the way down to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
grand final
Gotcha.
TSN Ace versus JRK.
Yeah, that round start was definitely it was big brain as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't have
Ah,
I didn't have a real answer to that.
you hit him too many times with that, huh?
But it's like I didn't round start with it though, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I waited because he 5H'd me because his 5H is actually
Ooh, good. That's
Oh
Low
it.
wow.
like
crush.
Get big
crushed
damage.
my
That nigga get
low.
killed.
Like
Nice. Oh,
I
vanish.
saw the 2M wasn't gonna hit, so
Medium,
I ended up
like
vanishing.
it's not an easy it's not an easy
So you're the
execution.
first
Yeah,
person to
like he
beat
just come with it.
JRK for his own tournament.
You know, it's like a BNB, but he
I
just
don't
come
think
in a
so.
little weird on me.
Seems like it.
Yeah, 'cause everybody
Aspen
else
say he
is
got
kind
5
of
on
like
Ace. I
false
bet.
or knees against him.
See, what I didn't know, but was also very emotional, was Vegeto's 5S has a shit ton of hit stun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that his 5S was really getting me at some point. And I kept thinking I could press a button, but I couldn't.
yeah, because you get
Um,
heavy right after it, and it's a true
yeah,
strain, I think.
so I ended up learning like I had to respect that. Um,
Not only that, but if you respect it enough, you can you can 5H
Nah, that's
heavy
Trunks,
and
son.
then do the other 5H that hits
No one
behind,
understands how Trunks
mm,
works.
and then you can do your. I'm pretty sure after that you can do your light sassy kicks into an assist, and then
mm.
start it.
Oh yeah, change the feature
All
is
right, the
like OP as
snap.
fuck.
See, I air dashed through it. I was able to get through, but I just didn't confirm.
Yo, if betting is something that y'all want me to hook up, man, I
He
can
also
set
doesn't
that
try
up.
to cross
Just
up
let
with
me know
Vegito
if
anyways.
y'all down for
He
that.
only does it with 18.
Like for real,
But
I'm
like
about
I
to
was
set that
saying
shit
though,
up. We get
he
like
was
I just go through
he is
PayPal.
like a
And yeah, bet
vanilla
boom,
Vegeta
super
player,
rockets.
you know.
I don't think any of his assists allow him
Like
to really cross
$5
up
bets,
either.
$10 bets, whatever.
He doesn't have Gotenks or Kid Buu.
Oh yeah, 5 on Ace.
No,
It's
he
tough
doesn't
to
even do
play.
the.
Yeah.
You can
What it is
if you have
that
like a an
whenever you
assist with a
donate the
really long hit
5
stun,
uh
like what I do with like
to the
base gear
game
is
or whatever, you say 5 on Ace, then if
you
he
could do
wins, then
your
you'll get
normal
that
block
5.
string
If
into the
not, then
medium
JRK's gets
jump,
that 5. So it's
and
basically a bunch of
the
match. You know what I'm saying?
your assist keeps him set, and then you could either air
What do you
dash
think I
back
should
or you can stay on the
keep it
other. You
like
can
or
switch
split
sides.
the pot since Ace
So
Mm.
it's a
is
cross up without the air dash, and you
donated?
keep your air dash.
It's day one soul mix-ups with Kid Buu.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one put money up to
Whoa.
bet.
Yeah,
Split the
I
pot.
tried to confirm with the medium kicks.
This is good though, trying to keep
So
your pressure
what
up
do y'all
though.
think, chat? Like
Yeah, because I don't have much
how
time
would
in
y'all want to
Spark,
rock
so
this?
it's like
Okay,
I'm
let's say
playing like
someone
pretty
donates
fast
100,
neutral.
right?
but that's only
Yeah.
because I'm trying to make the most out of
should that money go into
Snapping
the
was a good
pot,
decision though.
or should that money
Yeah.
go to the other
Yeah.
player? Or what do y'all think?
So that setup, I don't like at all because he comes down and he hits me with light every time. So I decided to delay tech,
Go to the pot.
and I knew he was gonna keep pressing buttons because that's
So
just
yeah,
his playstyle.
that's how we're gonna rock it. All right, so yo,
Spark.
you donated 5 to Ace. If he doesn't make it, it's going to the pot.
Okay. Oh, 2-8. Oh,
Ooh, 2-8.
and I got hella confused on why I like went to. So I was like, okay, like that was just a free 2H.
The cannabis.
I don't know why he didn't spark. I would have sparked.
420 friendly.
He was already sparked.
Oh yeah, he did.
I like pot.
I said, I got two. He was sparked. That killed him.
Hey, we gotta keep it clean for the kids. We gotta keep it clean for the kids, yo. CBD, medicated. These are the words that we use.
It's past their bedtime, isn't it?
Yeah. So in my head right now, I wasn't
But yo, he resets the
because I knew he was gonna probably reset the bracket. Like he went 3-0 on me, and I was just like, yeah, okay. Like that was my warm up. So it's like now I know what to expect, and now it's just like, okay, 3 games. That's all I really need. But I just need to finish this download as quickly as possible, or else it's gonna bite me in the ass if I don't start capitalizing on some shit.
That's good.
That's dope, right?
Yeah, that worked out nice. 5 more bucks.
Always set your buttons.
It's not being.
Mhm.
I'm not as salty
That's
now.
an $80 bonus, bro. Yo, we appreciate this.
Yeah, man, that's
That's
awesome.
an $80 bonus tonight.
Freaking orange team.
Yep, I have a color for each one of my teams, man.
I've been really liking the new blue.
Oh yeah, the summer colors.
I just clicked the donate button
They should really add more
on the
colors
PayPal.
regularly.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they need to add new costumes
right now
and outfits.
is if you want to donate to
I
the,
doubt they're gonna do
Full
that.
on outfits. They should.
I wish.
Second game.
Imagine,
Yeah,
like
definitely second
long
game.
hair trunks.
But I know some of y'all ain't got Facebook, so
I want Timebreaker Bardock.
I'll make another
I want the mask
PayPal
Mm-hmm.
just for TLC
or the
video game
long
purchase.
hair trunks.
But yo, that's the link.
You
for
have
that.
like the farmer
And
Goku.
here's the link
Can I just get like black tank top trunks and like Saiyan armor trunks with the sword?
players and all that stuff just to add to the pot.
The bucket.
Trying to do that on Ace.
All right, I don't remember much.
Fuzzy
But,
trunks
yeah.
can get super big.
That is needed at the end.
He said if you could save my
I just
name
want to see a bio Broly
5
costume.
times fast, I'll donate 6
All right, so this was me starting to play a lot more better neutral. I was
Yes.
trying to let my
Sliding
Don't
process.
even flatter that. That's
Nah,
my,
bro.
that's my,
I was
that's
trying
my
to
technique.
let my
You're
assist
control.
I can't even say
let
it,
my
bro.
assist let
I
me
can't
get
even say
in.
it once. I can't even say it slow.
You
So
have the
what-
right assist for that.
Yeah,
Oh, 2M starter.
yeah. So this is big damage on his part,
Another day.
Yep.
You hit me too late into the night.
but it wasn't tripping. You know, I still had about 48% health left. So
See, now here's the setup.
Let's go.
He's just
Let's go.
blocking.
Held it. Nice.
See, I
Stagger
never
right
tried-
there.
I never tried
That was
this
fake.
blocking.
Guard cancel. Get
Right?
out.
That's something I'm learning.
and I'm pushing Vegito full screen now.
I just
Mhm.
gotta block that and look for the
Super
other
dash.
ones, probably like guard
Yeah,
cancel.
wait,
Yeah, I
wait
get
for
hit
them-
with a couple
wait for
super
them to further
dashes
assist and then
in
go.
this set. I know
You
for
feel me?
sure. He hit confirmed off that. I didn't think he was gonna do it. And then I got literally ate this shit because I tried to wake up Spark.
He's falling for it. That setup's nasty, dude.
But yeah, because if I woke up Spark, yeah, I've honestly felt like I could have got that kill on Vegito.
Get him. Heavy. Oh no, he doesn't do the orb shit. I gotta show him. He's just patient, man. He's waiting. He's sniping. He's not
See?
sniping.
So what it's looking like to JRK right now, it's like me like doing all these like back dashes, forward dashes, and stuff like that. It looks like I'm going in, but I'm really just trying to set a pace right now because it's like he's only reacting to what I'm doing. So when I change the future, it starts with the dash animation.
Oh,
Good too.
That was a
I was
freaking
thinking
great
that
bait
he
on
could've just caught
my
the
end.
assist.
I didn't have any bars, so I
Maybe that
couldn't bring
was
it back.
kind of a missing, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh yeah, I felt like he was getting like super trigger happy. But when he whipped that light, that's exactly what I want though. And that's I feel like how everybody should play against Vegito. Like you should make them think that they're close enough to light you.
Got good stuff.
Um,
Popularized,
Exactly. So they
when
can
it
punish it.
Sonic 1,
yeah,
and then he played Beerus like the next couple competitions or
Yeah.
whatever.
A lot of active frames and
Well, not got a
recovery of it.
popularity, but it's still just as good.
yeah.
Effective.
I'm pretty sure every freaking
Changes on the
every
floor.
character has at least a key blast or some sort of a form of a key blast, so you can get even the
Mm-hmm.
smallest combo on there. Any
Mm-hmm.
pressure is
I
good
don't
pressure.
know. Have you seen hit?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Have
Hit is
you
the
ever
only.
played hit? I
It's the
mean, you could
only
just do
exception.
like you do those like full screen punches, but you have to. There's a long startup
Honestly,
for you to do
if
it.
you're fast enough, you can jump up super dash
Let's do
Vegito.
Yeah.
we got an extra was it
All right. So in my head, I was thinking I was dead, and then when I realized I didn't see the down, I like I just
extra
sparked to
nut?
make sure I was
Oh,
like,
we had
or no, I
we
didn't
had
spark
Vegito.
actually, because he decided to try to be big brain and shit. But I was like, nah, I think I can just get this kill real quick, and then I'll spark on next character when I'm safe.
Hit him.
So it saved me more time with my spark, and I also have a little bit better situation because Beers is also out on the floor now.
Yeah, I like when I saw that part, I kind of cringed a little bit because I thought you were gonna get hit by that one beam
Yeah,
as soon as you
no,
sparked, and I was like, you're gonna die
because
after that.
I blocked it, and I was like, I'm gonna spark off of it.
I cannot believe how hilarious that looks.
Because I really thought you were gonna spark, and then that beam was gonna hit you, and I was like,
Hey,
no,
if any
what
of
are you
y'all want to
doing?
join the video game fighters Discord, here goes the link. I don't even know how if your Discord does the links
All
anymore,
right.
right?
I don't know why
So
he didn't do anything there.
Oh,
I'm
he
actually,
just. Oh, the reset.
yeah, I'm actually surprised I didn't get 2H on that. I went like really like I just stuck my neck out for that one.
I think he thought 18 assist would absorb it.
Got it.
Probably, but it was good on my
Oh,
part.
that's it. That's it.
Round start Masenko.
He's got one more setup.
I wanted the sliding
No, man,
knockdown.
this hits hard.
Um,
No way that kills. That'd be crazy
it
Oh,
was
I
the
gotta
best
grab this
option
shit.
to be honest, but now that I think about it right now, I probably could have saved a couple bars if I just used EX Shining Slash and then just meatied him.
Masenko him.
But I ended up just coming through, and I just wanted to play the neutral. I didn't
Oh,
want to
Oh, you
change
got
the
it.
future because I felt like he was gonna super dash, so I decided to Shining Slash because most of the time it beats super dash, but instead he called barrier and 17 was still out.
Yeah, that was a smart ass play.
My head, dude.
Yeah,
Freaking 17.
here's my round start.
oh,
See
the lights.
that's the gaps that I leave versus
I
18 assists.
feel, I think that like because he knows
First
he's right now
5-0
he's
for
up
Vegeta,
4
man.
4-0.
So much work.
Kill me.
He reset it and he's still up 1-0. I think he's like challenging more often
They're
because
having
he's
a
a lot more
conversation while
confident
they're trying to play.
doing. Because
Mm.
he's just like, well, if I beat him
That's the second
4-0
time that.
so far,
That was the 2M
I
that
could
time.
just keep going. I could just
This
keep
again.
beating him.
I
So I think that's
also
why he's going in so much
I have
more.
trouble attacking that.
Yeah, I
Oh
also
my god,
feel like
again.
he's pressing
Again.
way too many buttons at this point.
That's how he's winning.
Like yes, you do have low crushing, hits and like
But
buttons and stuff
I
like
don't know,
that, but
man.
like
I
come
think
on. Yeah, like
it's
I'm
harder
doing a
to
jump in,
I,
a whole jump
this is
in.
my fucking opinion,
I'm
bro.
starting pressure. Like
But
stop
like,
trying to press a
because
button.
Vegito has a
Like
slow
always try to
reset,
respect
and
your
that's
your
just where I
opponent
think it's a little bit
in most
harder to respect
situations.
because you
Like
gotta
unless you already know what
because
exactly your
they
person's gonna do,
Well, yeah,
like your
you
opponent's
know
gonna
about
do.
that because his 2M and like his also like his launching like 2L.
JKA, you got fourth and what?
You got fourth in Japan.
At Dragon Ball?
I guess so. That's what he's saying.
Oh, bro. Did you get money? How much you get?
If he came here, he could have made some money.
I thought
All
you should have
right.
came here.
RIP to
There goes
Vegeta's
Vegito.
needed there.
And just snare dashes, empty lows.
So I started to I was trying to make it look like I was gonna lariat round start,
Not
but
sure what he was trying to do there.
my low hitting light didn't come out,
Maybe he's thinking about bubble.
so I just ended up dying for that.
Ooh, punish. Nice.
He punished me out for that shit.
Called.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna come down with 17, but he didn't.
That's a good
Luckily,
bait. Yeah.
What's up?
yeah,
Trying to save Trunks here.
luckily he messed
No
up his
2H.
combo.
No 2H. Ooh, no, no.
And Beerus
That
assist,
Beerus assist, dude.
two hitting assists.
Underrated.
That blew me up.
Ooh, there it is.
Thank God I had the 2H on the other side, but I wanted the corner.
No, like, I think it beats reflect.
seen him teach reflect.
Because it's 2 hits. I could be fucking wrong.
No, I think you just have to reflect twice. I don't think it's a 2 block.
Oof.
Yeah, we were going really, really fast.
Yeah, it's not. You have to like kind of time it.
I honestly think that he was really just mashing it. But
You have
I
to
mean,
block the
in
first
the
hit
heat of the
before the second
moment,
one.
bro, like,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know, you gotta be thinking that many steps ahead just in case.
Omar beat him. That's funny.
I bet Omar got. I mean, who got first? No, he's trying to do
Ooh,
some.
look at the clash. I like that.
Trying to be.
Trying to do some of the Goku
Yeah,
flips in the
I
air.
just want a little bit more meter build because I think it
Or
would have
actually,
built me
should I
6 bars, and then I was gonna spend the level 3,
I'm not sure.
but I ended up dropping
Wait,
it.
he can go for the dramatic finish again.
That's plus.
Against who?
Yep.
Goku.
Oh, nice switch.
We had a little
But
thing
I
in the chat.
needed
Yo,
this kill, so I was like, I'm gonna spend as much meter as I
we got
freaking
Ray
can.
making donations for him to get it.
Always spend the cash if you're not sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
So now I'm thinking Goku versus 18. Like 18
Damn,
with
so much
Spark. All
damage.
right.
Enzo at
You know,
18.
I beat her in the neutral
Wow, he's
game. If she gets
hitting.
close to me,
Like
she doesn't
everybody
really
seems
have
like
any
Goku.
assist to, do
Damn.
anything.
I think that he would have got him with
You
that
just
cross
can't
step.
respect it.
Exactly.
Oh, dang
If you
it. That's
respect
one
it, you're
punish.
dead.
I just
And
had to play
Especially
like
if you're in
meter to
the,
kill him. He
especially
just
if you're in
has
the
a
corner.
spark here, so he's got to think about the setup.
just had to play really smooth neutral, make sure my movement was
Oh
okay.
no.
I wanted to make him spark, but he
Good.
didn't spark it when I wanted him
Good.
to. But
No.
thank God I didn't respect
He got level
17 the
4 and
second
he got into the
time
4 hit
that I
combo
did,
variant because it was just that low.
and I ended up super dashing and getting on the board.
Got a little battle
We
here.
went right back into it because
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
starting to feel it. Like I was starting to feel it. Like I was like, okay, I'm in there.
Dang.
The bracket was reset,
Just
and now we're on to the
And
next
like
set of 3.
you could just see like
One more. He's
how
got to go
confident
right.
like I'm starting to play.
good match. Good match so far.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
now it seems like you're catching everything.
Dak was so
hmm
confused at the beginning of that. Did that medium lariat, jumped over him. I don't think
Back
he
up from the
realized he was on
legs.
the other side.
And you don't have a big
Snap.
window
I'm probably gonna snap
with
Beerus
the units
in.
that he's
Yep.
pushing out
Went
before
low.
his
Yep. Baited
Nice
it.
block.
recharge.
If your opponent DPs a
Very
lot,
smart.
the best thing you could do is
My
walk
team
up,
ended up
block,
running out
and
of
punish it.
bonuses, and I was all like, screw this. I was good
Exactly.
for a minute.
Yeah, if you're
Nice.
close
I feel
enough,
like if
either
you're
way,
able
you
to
can
times,
Yeah.
down heavy
back you
after
up.
it's over.
Yeah.
If they're gonna vanish, you still have to down heavy.
Free punish.
So what I did right there actually.
Ooh, good
Oh,
Nice.
also that.
got him on the take.
Because I knew Beerus was low health and he wasn't gonna DP because I just punished it, so I automatically knew he was either gonna guard cancel or he was gonna just raw tag. So I just waited for it,
He's at 2H.
and I was able to punish.
He just sets it up. He
I
baits it
think
every
this
time.
was a dead Vegito for 4 bars, and I was still
Oh yeah, he's done.
pretty meter efficient because I was almost building 2.
I spent 4 bars for it.
He did it though.
Now I'm looking like working on a perfect against this
I'm
man.
not sure who you're talking about, Irish.
I tried the EX flip and then the heavy came out on the wrong side, so it gave me the worst time ever.
He
And
is kind of a.
I had a whole setup on that flip. Bardock Assist actually got eaten by the
did
berry,
earlier,
so
man.
then I ended up getting 2H'd.
They go back.
So you always have to watch. You have to watch the
No.
floor while you're doing whatever you're
Yeah.
doing in the air, so you know
I
what's
think so.
going
I
on.
mean, because Dak just reset it.
I mean,
Oh, no.
in the long sets,
No long sets. All right.
it's close, but like, this is good, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's turned out pretty well, but yeah, I can see a little bit of a tide turning here.
Yeah.
I was trying to do the EX punch combo to keep Goku
There we
out
go. There
because
we
I
go.
wanted
That's
the
what I'm
What's the
talking
question?
about.
Goku
Kids
matchup
and
versus
Ace in the
Beerus.
house.
Because
Better
I
neutral?
also, yeah, it has
Kind of
way
missed
better
it, bro.
neutral against Beerus than out of the 2 characters that I had.
Yo, Jared saying to keep it simple.
Where are you
I
trying to
feel
get
you.
him with the dramatic finish?
Ooh,
Oh,
there it
he got
is.
a happy birthday.
There it is. You fucking
I don't
bitch.
even is that even a
I don't
reverse
think
one
he'll
or
ever
is it
do it.
just Beerus
No,
that
he's
gets
not gonna
it?
be able to
Just
kill, but man,
snaps
No,
you
I
it.
done
think
fucked
it's a
up.
reversal.
You done fucked up. You done made the impossible possible right now.
I think there's one.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it ends the same
yeah, get
way
him out
for
of there.
Goku
Oh,
and
he missed it.
He missed it.
Oh,
It's starting to
I think there
drop
is one.
a lot now.
And
Sorry,
he
Irish.
ended the
Yeah,
finish
it's
smart
because
though. That was a
I
nice
started
play.
stressing because I was looking at all the blue health,
Yeah, he's just gonna kill him.
so
He's gonna kill
I
him.
ended
I
up
feel
like
you. Like, dude,
panicking. But after Goku died, I
you
started
better
just
hope
like
he doesn't kill
calming
your
down
character
because I
before
knew
your
at some
character
point
is
he's
even
probably
done
gonna get a
like
little bit of
getting the
blue health
character
because that's
split.
gonna take a lot of time to
Oh my
heal.
goodness, let's go.
He's
Yeah, see,
He's
I'm just
definitely
kind of.
trying to get
There it
trying to
was.
hit
You're
you, but at this point,
done.
it
That's
doesn't
what I'm
make sense
talking
to
about,
snap
man.
even
You
if
better
he
hope
had
you
bars.
fucking
Yeah,
survive, man. You should have been on the ropes.
like it was bad to do a
Oh
reflecting
yeah.
to
Sparking.
That's when that man
Masenko
had
on
you in
my
the corner.
part
And he's
because
all
I
like,
honestly,
Mm.
oh,
yeah,
Just
I
relax,
honestly
just
thought that it
dash.
was gonna keep him away, but it didn't.
Sometimes you forget
But
what
thank
you're doing
God
in
he's
the air.
very
He
super
sparked
dash
gold.
happy,
He
so I was
Sparked
able
always
gold.
puts it
to
out there. He's probably trying to bait trade.
Yeah,
react
but you
with
don't
the
want to
level
make
3.
him hard on. Let's go. Let's go.
I like how you're not doing
Just hit
anything.
the
You're
bar
just
dog.
trying to wait
Space,
for it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. All the bar dogs
Yeah,
got
because I
gold.
have the health advantage, so I wasn't tripping.
The bar dog. Realize who you're in front of.
But I wanted to wait for a setup to where
He's
There we go.
spraying
Good
that the whole
shit.
time.
Good
he would
shit.
do
He
something
took.
like so like the orb came out
You
He
got
doesn't
the
have his
meter?
ammo
and I
though.
felt like he was gonna kick
You
it, so
got
that's
it?
why I super dash.
No.
You gotta do one more.
But like I said,
Ooh,
yeah. So
that was cursed.
that was the other setup I was talking about where he would kick it towards me and then
He'll
2M me.
he'll
So
throw
I
that
knew it was
forward, but
coming.
he'll 2M
So I decided to super
most of the
dash.
time.
And I put everything on that read.
He's just gonna
And
jump
like you can
back.
see it on my face. Like, I was tripping
Yo,
because I was like,
you
yo,
can't
like
see
that
this
was
man
my
AFK
last
on the
this is my
camera right
fucking
now.
last trump
He's
card.
just gonna
Super
jump
dash.
back and super dash. That's how you punish that
Bruh.
2M.
You
We've been
can't go
doing it
wrong
for
with
weeks
super
now.
dash.
This is a big
Yeah.
moment
He's
right
beating
now.
himself up on that one.
And this is also really good because if you
What is it
do
now?
stuff against an opponent that they would never expect,
Is it 2-1 right
and you get in their head and make them think about, like what the
now?
fuck,
He's
like
gonna
or
take
like
some
any
risks.
negative
He'll put
thoughts
up
on their
high.
side,
This
like
is
that's
our
always
biggest
good.
payout too. That's
Always
why.
good
You know what I'm
mentality on
saying?
your
It's
side
big
because
money
it's
on
like
the line.
now
Yeah.
they're thinking like,
Shout
okay,
out to
like
who was that? Noah?
this isn't gonna go this way now, and
Yeah.
they're
He said his name.
playing more
That's a big
reserved,
dog.
which means that you're gonna get to do
Yeah, it should be.
Dark
the
Sea.
things you want to do more on
Should be in chip
offense
point.
because they're going to be thinking
It's in
about
favor
the
right
shit
now.
that you've done in the past. So my round start didn't touch him at all, so I
Yeah, you
decided
I
to
was
did.
back
waiting
up
off.
My bad, bro.
and just start playing the neutral because Vegeta has to get
Finish the
close.
route.
Okay, okay.
Beam.
Scrambling. Yes, and Ace is able to get it. Maybe some early momentum. No, he's respecting it.
He's just backing off, getting
I
some space. I
just,
mean, that's the nature of this team. It's like if you get too close to this team,
Yeah,
he's got
he's
so many
so he had to
options.
give Vegito out because
now he's just got Android 18.
it wasn't matching up to the way I was playing,
I
and he
can
Trying to
decided
see
to
give
go
her
where
your
for
you're
my
neutral
scary now.
assist.
yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Yes. Tried to
Start
call
off
in
with AC.
Goku.
Get away for that bait, that bubble bait. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting caught up into the barriers.
Ooh, he wanted that
Now
2H.
there, I was going for the 2H, but it just yep.
Ooh,
That
And
what?
there,
dash.
I meant to
What?
buffer a 2H there because I remember putting that input in, but it just ended up blowing me up as well. So I just started calming down on the
Yeah,
two
there's a
H's,
lot of
and I was
respect
just
in this
trying to
game right now.
I think I was trying to wake up reflect, but I hit wake up jab. So like my button was just like, or my hand was just like
Hit some
stupid slow.
instant transmission punts. Here we got Zach.
And this is point match right
Your
here.
boy JRK.
Hmm.
Take him to the sky. Sword. Put him back into the ground. Get the sliding. Backs off.
Yeah, there's pretty decent respect going on the neutral right now because both teams, I'd say, Jackson.
Man, this was crazy. I can't believe you almost didn't go to this, dude.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
was a
actually,
wild day for you. Wild day for you.
I was definitely like I was going there to prove something, and I was also
Oh,
going there
man.
That's just a level 3. I don't know.
to
Nah,
do this
bro.
for you guys, man, and myself.
He was gonna drag you.
Hell yeah.
He was gonna
You
drag you.
know,
For the
And
so,
boys.
you won the best one because that's when they had the $150 pop bonus.
Oh yeah.
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 Like just randomly, like some dude just came in and just donated 150. I said just put it in there.
And we kind of made them do something with the bets too,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Inside.
which is pretty
Yeah,
nice.
so
You
you
know,
had
like
an extra
Take out
5
the
from me and
assist,
Gerard,
maybe.
and then the
right,
150,
they're both
100 and
they're
whatever
both
it
pretty
was.
good
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the
So I
bubble
think
was
I think I got like extra $60 extra more than what I was gonna make regularly.
like bubbles and Beerus. You
That's
know,
like that was crazy.
oh, there we go.
You
That's
better
why.
have ate
That's
good
why.
that night, dude.
Yeah.
It's
That
like as
2M
soon as
is gonna
somebody,
catch you.
as soon as somebody sparks up, they're trying to get hands on
All right. So I think I ended up losing Bardock here.
Okay, now
It's a
he's
big
getting
rip,
into
yeah.
it.
A lot of damage.
Reckless, is
That's a
everything okay?
lot. Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
oh, he was alive. I looked at all that red health and I was like,
There's
shit.
not a lot of blue
And then I was like, bro, I'm just gonna bring Trunks in. Um, the
left.
only reason why I brought Trunks in, even though I wanted to save
You have the right idea.
Bardock, was because I wanted Trunks to fight Beerus.
He loves that DP.
But yeah, the DP was blowing me up, and I was like, okay, I got to keep it together. I'm actually still in this. I'm actually in a great position still because I just used Spark right now, and he already used his.
Oh,
Nice.
the
Yeah.
light.
Counter.
With that 5M start, man. Oh, but he drops it.
And that's when my hand freaking slipped on to the key blast button instead of the light flip.
Deep voice. That's your
But we
boy
got
right
the
here.
kill anyways.
Human errors. Human errors.
Yeah, you know I'm
We're
human.
talking about that.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not Goichi.
All of us are human.
Tension
Oh,
is
Yep.
man, he's just jabbing out.
Got
He's
that.
just
Saw
jabbing
the
out.
stagger,
Fuck.
That should be
That's
it.
game.
and I had to do it for the future.
That was it.
Oh, baby.
That was
He
the
was mad
pop
about
off.
The pop off, bro.
Calling out the
that. He
home.
walked away so quick.
Yeah, he hella left. Bro. He
I
was.
didn't even realize that,
He
bro. I didn't
walked
see him
away
walk
so
away.
quick.
Hey.
As soon
That's
as it was done, he
wild.
wiped his
What's up?
face
Shout
and
out
walked
to the
straight away.
homies.
Is that at, like
Yo.
is that at his house?
Yeah, that's not.
Vegeto's house.
That's
How
not
much
Vegeto's
we got
house.
in donations?
Oh, good shit, bro.
Hey you guys, man, that shit was that was well fought, and it was freaking. I had to earn that shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
You gonna go to the next one?
Yeah,
Is
I don't
there
get
another
the.
one?
It's every Saturday.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to pay the entry fee either, huh?
Yeah,
You
if I
don't?
keep winning, the winner of the tournament doesn't have to pay the entry fee anymore now.
Nice.
So like you have to keep winning to
think-
not pay the entry fee.
I
Nice.
think they only did that just because nobody's been able to beat Just Relax, dude. So like, thank God, finally beat him. Somebody beat him.
I think
It's like, you know what? Just come in for free. Just come back and beat him again.
sleep.
Let's,
I think
put a price up because everybody else is free out here, man.
I think the other guy, Son of Sparta, beat him last week though when I got fourth. So because they told me how many winners they've had. Like Mr. H won one, or no, Mr. H won two, straight won. Or no, straight 1-2. Son of Sparta 1-2. Just Relax K 1-3. Is that right, man?
Okay, so what was the whole situation that happened with Slice of whatever, Slice of Gold or whatever?
Oh, because when I beat Asura, they never gave. He went to go play some casuals, and we were still running my matches, and they were just running through like losers bracket, and then Mr. H played, in his bracket, and Slice of Gold played, and all that blah blah. But Asura never. I guess he never came to his losers match because I think he said he was out of the tournament, but then he realized he was like, I still didn't have a losers match, and we were like, well, shit. So then they had to make him play slice of gold to determine who's going to get fourth place.
Mr. H had to play against Slice of Gold.
Yeah,
Always be ready for your matches.
facts. Like I always stand kind of near the stream or like whoever is calling out matches just so I can hear when I'm next. I know there was a time where I was playing casuals like before the tournament even started, and they were calling my name, and I was like, all right, but I'm like mid match, so I just had to like disconnect.
My bad. See ya.
I was like, all right, my bad, but I'll catch you. I'll catch you in tournament.
Was there a lot of people that weren't in the tournament? Or everybody was there. Competing?
There was a few people that weren't in the tournament. I will say, the Son of Sparta was